Hello, my dear friends, and here I am, Arsha Seth, once again on this podcast, continuing with our series of Harmony Within. Yes, I am here after a very, very long time, and there were many things going on in my own life, and lot of things, lot of classes, lot of traveling with the classes, and so didn't get a chance to hop on here. But here I am today and I am so thrilled to be here. Can't wait to hear back from you, hear your reviews on the past podcast. How have you found them? Have those podcasts be helpful to you in any ways? Would love to hear from you all. You can always comment on the podcast and you can share your point of view there and the changes that you would like us to make and something that you would like to hear from me, something you would like me to talk about. All right? So here we go. So today's topic is harmony within with being you. Yes, that being you, everybody talks about be you, I'm being me. What exactly is being you? Well, first and foremost, being you is embracing the authenticity of you by being you, just the way you are, with no frills and fancies around. Just the way you love to be, if I may put it in one word, the raw, authentic self that you be. Well, those are 5 words, so one sentence. But yes, what I meant to say is the raw, authentic self, without any fears, without any doubts, whether you're being liked or disliked. That is being you, and that requires a fair deal of courage. So that is the reason, if you notice, if you look back into your life, nobody has taught you how to be you. Have you seen that? Have you noticed that? When you were the little child, you were actually being you. You were being your authentic self with all of those things that you liked, with all of those, playfulness, all of that things, the new things that you would want to try out. And then came all the conditioning of the rights and wrongs, of the do's and don'ts, of the good and bad. And as that conditioning went on, layer by layers, you began to lose you. You began to lose the authentic self of you. So what did you become then? Well, you were pushed to be this conformity and uniformity with the world around you, with the people, with this reality, with the society. And the more you conformed, the more uniformed you become, just like other people. And the journey toward harmony within was somewhere getting lost in the due course. So being true to who you are can be challenging, yet deeply rewarding endeavor. Only if you attempt finding yourself again. By finding, I don't certainly mean that you have lost yourself, but yes, those parts of you which are somewhere hidden, shrouded, you can have them become in the forefront again. That's why the pursuit of self-acceptance, and with self-acceptance I mean accepting yourself just the way you are here. And being authentic is profound exploration of the relationship between inner peace and personal identity. So let's delve deeper into the concept of harmony within with being authentic you and how it intertwines with the art of being your true self. So basically the quest for authenticity is never ending. Lot of people are choosing to be their authentic self. However, they may not know how to go about it, how to embark on this journey of being your authentic self. Authenticity is the state of being true to oneself, whether anybody approves or disapproves, including your loved ones, including your family, your friends. So when you are being your true self, aligning with your thoughts, and those thoughts eventually translating into actions and values with one's core beliefs and desires, it leads to the harmony within you. So it's about shedding the masks of the society. Because society encourages us to wear a mask which actually becomes an image. Yeah, have you noticed that? You have to portray a certain image at your workplace, with your boss, with your colleagues, and a certain different image at home, with your people, with your loved ones. And as you go on doing this over and over again, you become a master of putting up an image. This becomes back of hand operative state for you. Yes, it comes very easy to you how you have to put a mask in front of your, clients, your people who you're doing business with, your loved ones, and the mere desire to put on so many masks is to be accepted, to be approved. And in doing so, somewhere the truth of you, the authenticity of you has been lost big time. So the society encourages you to wear the mask so that you are accepted, you are applauded, you are approved, and you are in complete conformity with the society. And that actually becomes your unique identity. Is it your unique identity? Or is it something that you have formed in the form of unique image? Now there is a difference between an image and which actually becomes your identity and the true persona. Your persona is what you be, whether anybody approves or disapproves of you. And when you operate out of your unique persona, you will see in no time people who are your true people, who appreciate you, who actually like you just the way you are, begin to gravitate around you. So the journey towards authenticity is a personal one, and it requires self-introspection. It requires the self-discovery. It does require you diving within. It involves asking fundamental questions about who you are, what you believe in, and what truly matters to you, whether any of those things aligns or agrees with people around you, whether it is your family or people in your profession. The second point to this that I would like to come to is actually breaking free from expectations. And when I say that, I mean expectations that you have from you too. Do I mean that you should not keep desires in place? No. Absolutely have desires. Desire towards where you would want to move, where you would like to see yourself in the near future in terms of your profession, in terms of your professional and personal life. Have those desires. But do not have expectations in terms of, doubting yourself, in terms of beating yourself. So to achieve harmony within oneself, it's crucial to break free from external expectations and societal norms. Now this will happen when you actually stop expecting things from your own self. However, give your 100,000% into something that you are doing. There is no negotiation in your attempting something that you want to achieve. It is non-negotiable. But what I meant to say is the external expectations can come from family, friends, culture, or even the social media. They often lead you to conform to a set standard of living that may not align with your authentic selves. It's essentially to recognize that your path is unique and living up to someone else's ideals will not bring you the contentment you are seeking. Another magical thing that may happen is when you are being your authentic self without having the need to conform to anyone, you may come up with something so unique that no one has attempted so far. And for all you know, that unique thing that you have discovered about yourself turns out to be something so revolutionary, a huge success that no one ever expected of you. You never expected of yourself. And so I say, don't keep the expectations, however, keep the work going. The third pointer that I would bring your attention to is self-acceptance. And that is the key to inner peace. Begin with self-kindness. Be so kind to yourself beyond all those judgments and expectations that you have of yourself and have of others in your life and others have of you, and getting rid of the projections of the outside world. How you should be, how you should live your life are all the projections that this outside world has projected on you, binding you into the frills of conformity by the way of good and bad, right and wrong, do's and don'ts. So harmony within begins with self-acceptance and embracing your flaws and imperfections. And that's a pivotal step in the journey. Have you ever noticed the flaws and imperfections that you have demarcated, that you have defined, is actually your perspective about you? I mean, just question yourself according to whom a certain thing about you, a certain attribute of yours is actually a flaw or an imperfection. Perfection itself is unachievable. It's a illusion. I have said this in my previous podcasts. Nobody is perfect, and striving for perfection can lead to anxiety, dissatisfaction, and detractions. It may distract you from your own life because you have chosen not to be yourself but be everything else outside. Instead, recognize that your quirks and your idiosyncrasies make you unique, who you are. And that is where you self-accept yourself. And self-acceptance allows you to embrace your authentic self with kindness and compassion. With quirks and idiosyncrasies, I do not mean that you become, out of this world. Well, you can choose to. You can choose to. But remember, we live in this world, in this reality. So be you. Be so much of you, your authentic self, that you have the power to change this world. Okay? Do not go fighting this world. Do not go defying this world. Do not go finding this world wrong. No, the world will remain just the way it is. But with your quirks and idiosyncrasies, I totally don't mean that you go on fighting the world. I am like this and I will be like that. Do whatever you want. No, nobody will come fight with you, or rather maybe you will probably invite that fighting energy. Do you want to exhaust yourself, or do you want to be the most of you that you can be? So think over it. The next pointer here is the power of self-expression. Now, self-expression is a vital aspect of being true to yourself, whether it's through art, music, writing, or any other creative outlet. So find ways to express your thoughts, your feelings, and your identity can be incredibly liberating. These outlets provide a channel for your innermost thoughts to have certain energy come in motion, and that's why it becomes an emotion. So allowing yourself to connect with others who resonate with your authentic voice can be an inviting energy to others, where you become yourself, you become that unique self through the medium of art, and you take it out in the world. And people who like your art, it could be anything. It could be your music, your art, your painting, your stand-up comedy, anything that you have ease doing with. Get it out in the world and your kind of people will find you. Believe me, it is magical and people will find you. The next one is navigating challenges on the journey of being you. What do I mean by these challenges? Well, the path to harmony within and being true to yourself may bring up certain challenges involving making difficult decisions in your life, confronting fear of judgment. That is a big one. If you are able to confront judgment, to take judgments in your stride, believe me, my dear friend, you are a winner. Or in certain experiences, the moments of self-doubt that may come, you have to keep choosing you and what you be, what you are good at, no matter what. So these challenges can be seen as opportunities for growth. Yes, every obstacle you overcome brings you closer to a deeper understanding of yourself and greater sense of inner peace. So those challenges that I'm talking about, and the predominant one is being heavily judged, is something that may come as a hurdle in your way. No matter what, you have to keep taking that in your stride. And here is a tool for that. Very interesting tool. When you find yourself being judged by others, and especially the closed ones, your friends, your family, or your colleagues, when you find yourself being heavily judged, take a deep breath, or rather 3 deep breaths, calm yourself down, and just say to yourself, these people who are saying these things about me, who are thinking in this particular way about me, are interesting point of view. Have an interesting point of view about me. But say this tool is so terrific and it works like magic. The only condition for this tool is you say it within and not aloud on their faces. Okay? And the next one is cultivating mindfulness, being so totally present with yourself, how you be, what you do, all times. So practicing mindfulness is a powerful tool on this journey of being yourself, being your authentic self. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment, observing your thoughts and the reciprocating emotions and feelings without any judgment. Believe me, friends, I have come a long way doing this. Do you think I am not judged for my podcast? I never said I am the best one in these podcasts and everyone should come and hear me. Everyone should listen to my podcast. No. But here I'm totally being me, the way I am delivering this podcast, my tone, my voice, the way I am taking this out in the world is authentic me. Even with my voice notes and with my tonality. So become more aware of when you are being authentic and when you are veering off course. Yeah? Cultivating mindfulness can help you make conscious choices that align with your true self. So that's an important one. And then there is building supportive relationships. Surrounding yourself with people who actually accept you just the way you are. Believe me, people who judge you are actually not your kind of people, even if they are your close friends for very many years. No matter how long you guys have been friends with, they are not your friends if they judge you. If they judge you in front of you or if they judge you behind you. True friendship always is about your friend being by your side and not stabbing your back or even your front by judging you. That is what true friendship is. So surround yourself with people who accept and support your authentic self is crucial. Seek out individuals who celebrate your uniqueness and encourage your personal growth. These relationships provide a safe and nurturing environment for you to be yourself fully. I also urge here to say, do not go on looking for those people who are willing to support you. You be you, and those kind of people who are actually liking your work, who are liking just the way you are, will gravitate around you. That's a point to be noted because I have exactly done that. Do I have many friends? Absolutely not. I have very few friends that I can count on my fingertips. But you know what? I do not waste my time, energy and resources on people who actually don't matter to me, who are not valuable in my life. So that actually helps you to streamline your life right before you. It may make your friend circle smaller, but believe me, you will be happy at the end of the day. For you know, people on social media are not your friends. People who like your post or comment or on your post may not always be that appreciative. And that is why it is social media. Correct? But your authentic, true friends would be probably just 4 or 5 or even lesser than that. They are the friends, they are the people who will always stand by you no matter what. Preserve them, have them, conserve them, and value them. So as you progress on your path towards harmony within, with being your authentic self, being your true self, you will discover profound rewards, inner peace, self-fulfillment, and a sense of purpose become your companion. And a lot of magical things will come out which you have not expected. Oh, I could do this also, because this has exactly happened with me. When I began to choose more of me through the consciousness work, because you all know I'm a consciousness coach, a wellness coach and an author, and through this work, when I started peeling off all of those layers of where I was not being myself, where I was just being a facade or maybe an image to please others, when I started peeling off those layers, more and more of my authentic self began to look at me, reflect at me. Now, did that disturb a lot of people? I'm sorry for that. Yes, maybe. It did bother a lot of people. I lost a lot of friends, a lot of people around me. But that was a good riddance. It gave me so much space of being more in my own life. And then a lot of hidden talents, capacities and gifts came into the foray, which I probably did not know I have. So, always choose yourself. The sense of empowerment that comes from living authentically is immeasurable. It's totally immeasurable and invaluable. So just in conclusion to this, the journey towards harmony within, while being true to yourself, is a lifelong adventure. Do not give up on you, please. You might get tempted when you kind of, lose people around you. Oh, am I alone? Do you know what? I ask yourself, are you alone? Are you lonely? Or are you having more of you now? Yes, because this world doesn't talk about being more of you. having more of you. So lonely is the term which this world has put on you. That if there is nobody around you, you will be so lonely in the world. And that is a big, big, big lie, my dear friends. When you're all by yourself, you become more of you, and more of those things that you are endearing, that you love, begins to show up in your life. So, self-acceptance, self-expression, self-discovery are all the paths that requires courage, resilience, and a commitment to authenticity. Remember that being you is a beautiful and unique journey, and the harmony you find within is beyond words. It cannot be expressed in words. It will continuously radiate positivity and authenticity to the world around you. Just by being myself, I have discovered so many things about myself, so many art, so many hidden talents and gifts about myself. And then I came out with my book, Body Love You to the Moon and Back, which is available on Amazon.in and Amazon.com. So go look for that book. You may buy the Kindle version or the hard copy for yourself. And as I wind up, as I say bye-bye to you, I will just repeat this tool of interesting point of view, which is so magical when it comes to being you. Now, there is one example that I would like to give you. Suppose there is a certain thing that people have said, oh, you can't make money unless you do a corporate job, unless you do this, unless you do that. But here you are passionate about, say, gardening, or say meeting people or something else, and you don't know how to monetize on that, right? But when you just ask question, oh, I have this skill about me and I like it so much, I like meeting up with people, I like striking conversation with people, how can I begin to make money out of this? And this is just one example that I'm giving. Discover that unique thing about yourself that others have told you that you can't monetize on. That others think is just a waste of time or just a hobby. For all you know, that is your greatest passion. You feel so truly connected to yourself when you are engaging with that activity. And then that activity, when taken out in the world, will begin to monetize for you. So please use this tool, interesting point of view, to every statement, every discouragement, every judgment, every doubt that people instill in you, that people bring around you. Just go on saying, interesting point of view, they have this point of view, interesting point of view, they have this point of view. Go on saying this inside of you, not aloud ever, and become a walking, talking, interesting point of view. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you sometime again. And by the way, I am coming up with 3 amazing calls of being you with business, where actually business is beyond profit, loss or benefit, because that is a byproduct. Profit is a byproduct, where your business begins to contribute to you when you know what you're being with your business. This reality tells you if your business is not profit-making business, then it is a waste of time and energy and resources and money. Shut it out. That is the biggest lie. So I have being you with business, being you with body out creation, where you can surprise yourself, creating your body in such a different way, beyond the point of views of you being overweight, you being underweight, you being too old, you being too young, you being this, you being that. When you are being you with your body, you begin to engage with the molecules of your body, and your body begins to outcreate all of those judgments. And the third call is being you with creationship in relations. Yes, in relationships, you always have judgment and expectations and projections, and that is a killer of relationship. So, you want to have relationships which are truly rewarding in your life, which are harmonious, which are thriving, and you love being in those relationships. Have a good start with your own self first. So come hop on the details of these three calls, which are actually of duration 5 to 6 hours, will come with the recording, a lot of in-depth facilitation blasting all the lies around business, around relationships, and around body. It will come with recording, it will come with the PDFs of all of those processes, all of those tools. You can find the details of all of these three calls on my website www.chispaarsh.com. Thank you so much. Bye bye.